What up, y'all? What up, gang? What up, folks? What up, peeps? What's up, everybody? Today I'm doing a different video. Listen, if y'all have a person that has truly been a God sent, like literally, like that, you know, is sent by God, acknowledge them, give them their flowers, love on them, do what you can for them while they're here. Um, I started the last video I started. I was saying certain things about myself and my siblings and things like that. More about me today. Um, I struggled from major depression for years and anxiety before I even knew it had a name. I was struggling before I even knew the situation. And so one, I forgot. Oh yeah, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. I messaged who I didn't know was my cousin at the time. Um, Back in 2014, I met my cousin, and that cousin told me about another cousin that I didn't know. And a year later, in 2015, I decided to message that cousin, which was cousin Pat. I've shown her the on my channel before, and we haven't stopped talking since. That was December 31st, 2015. Um, what I didn't know at that time, how much of a God seeing she was. I had, at that time, I was on dialysis for 2 years, and I was struggling a great deal. I was struggling bad. I was still like cutting myself and still um, up and down with doing my treatments, up and down with whether I want to keep going or if I don't. Because at that time, I really wasn't trying to do all that. I was like over it. I had no I felt like I had no purpose, but the Lord, God, had a plan in motion, a plan that I didn't know about clearly because I wouldn't have been trying to give up. See, so she came into my life and flipped it. I mean, introduced me to who God was. God sent her, but at the time I didn't know. He sent her, but she introduced me to him. That's just how it went. At the time I didn't know it was God sending her. Um, but he did, and she told me we started having conversations. We was on the phone to, like, I think it was 4 or 5 in the morning that night, getting to know each other. That's why I'm in Michigan. I moved up here with her, even though it took a few years to even get to meet her. And um, she completely changed. The Lord used her to change me. Okay, so that's who he used. He used her. He used her, and at that time only her. I felt like I didn't have a soul on earth. I had no purpose. He sent her right at my wits end. I was barely doing my dialysis. I was supposed to be doing dialysis 7 days a week. I was only doing it like three or two days. That was it. And so um I she gave me a reason. She told me I was grieving the Holy Spirit by cutting myself. I stopped instantly. I didn't know. I thought that at the time, I thought that as long as I'm not trying to kill myself, I'm good with just releasing anger. I was just cutting just to release anger, just to, because once I would do it my focus will be off of the situation and on my wounds. I was doing nothing but hurting myself and grieving the Holy Spirit, which I to this day I regret wholeheartedly. I regret it. I still cry about it. It's just it sucks. I would just wish I never resorted to something so dumb. When people hurt you, you don't go then and hurt yourself. I mean, you don't go hurt other people either, but hurting yourself is not the answer. So that was a mistake that I had to learn. It took years to learn, but I got it. She then, um, she allowed me to move here, even though, even though, and I say again, even though I was on dialysis, a cutter, felt like neglected. I was sexually assaulted at 8 years old. So I was wounded. I was a hot mess. I was sick. I have all my numbers were bad. And she still allowed me in her life, allowed me in her kids' life, allowed me even to move here to Michigan. I'm from Cincinnati. I moved here with her in 2019. She still decided to say yes. She didn't say, "Oh heck no, this child has been neglected. She ain't. She need this. She need that. She ain't been taught this. She ain't been taught that. She don't know the Lord. She cutting herself. She's all depressed. She's full of anxiety. Can't go in stores by herself. Can't go nowhere by her. I gotta go with her everywhere." She still didn't say no. The same all you can see out of that is God. That's all you can. Because listen, we fail God every day, and He still chooses to bless us. We're still breathing His breath, His air, His. We are still receiving the like the benefits of His sacrifice on the cross for us. We are still. He still chooses to forgive us. He still chooses to love us. And I see the Lord in her. She still chose to take on that burden, what I call a burden, and it was a burden because it was rough. It was very rough, um, without a single complaint. And I feel personally, thank you, it's not enough for me. It's not enough. Um, so I'm in a much better headspace. I know exactly who God is. I know even when times get hard, like even with through dialysis, it's hard, but I know that God is there. I can feel Him. I see Him. I see His hand. It's so many things I can share with y'all that has happened since I moved here. I never had a car. I've had two since I've been here 6 years. I've had two cars. This is my second car that I have now. Through the help of my church family, like I actually have a church family, like a church that I joined. I didn't have any of that. And I'm a much better person. I am not a doormat anymore. She has helped me, be stronger in a lot of ways, get people together, doctors, nurses, whatever, get them together. I have no problems with that now. At first, I was all nervous, like, what if they do something to me or put something in my put in syringe, and but that's not the case. But she made me strong. The Lord used her to make me stronger. Um, she's a lot of fun, as you saw in my last video. She's a lot of fun, and her love language is definitely cooking. She loved to cook, and y'all look, I'm gonna show y'all some um, some of her good meals. Check this out. thebomb.com. I mean, every meal she put her whole heart into. Heart, big toe, little toe, middle toe, all that is delish. Um, so yeah, she spoils us with that, with all that good cooking. She's also very supportive. Um, Before I moved here, I didn't I mean, nobody have came to dialysis with me to support or anything like that. She's done that, even working. When I moved here, she was working and still working. Still comes to my appointments. Still goes to my dialysis treatments when I go to the center with me. I don't have to do it by myself. Like, who does that? And not to mention, my cousin is 77. She's not, 40, heck, 50. She's 77 with her own issues, and she make time. She make time because her the genuine care for me, and she shows it. She don't just It's not just word of mouth. She show how she cares for you, and how she cares for people. Period. I'm going to show y'all a couple of pictures of her at the center with me. She didn't even have to be, but she was. I'm going to show y'all right now. Boom. That's love right there. Sitting right there when she have plenty of other things to do. Right there. Right there. And y'all, I love my cousin. Shout out to you, cousin Pat. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. My favorite, my heart. I love you to pieces. You already know that. You already know how we rocking. Get a couple of elbows going for anybody over that one right there. She already know. But I'm gonna show y'all a couple of. She's so fly. She fly. I mean, fly. And y'all, she dressed down. She don't play. When she put some clothes on, she put some clothes on. She's so sweet. Sure, ain't nobody perfect. She don't play neither. She look like she don't play, and she don't. Is my cousin mean? Cousin Pat, you mean? You might be a little mean. Yeah, she a little mean. No, she just don't play. I mean, she's super sweet. She's so darling, um, but she don't play, and I mean like at all. I even try to crack a couple of jokes, and she get me together, and I'm just like, can you just laugh? Like, ha ha. She don't like that. But my cousin was there when I didn't have nobody. She's still here, even though I'm surrounded by love, surrounded by a church family, surrounded by people that's supportive, surrounded by help. She's still there. And I don't want her to go nowhere. And prayerfully soon, she's going to be on my channel. She's going to do a video with me. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait. But stay prayed up, guys. And I will catch y'all in the next video. And once again, Cousin Pat, love you to pieces. Chocolate milk. I love you, Cousin Pat. I love you more.